What's up guys, Trav White here. Welcome back to the channel where we talk all about the science of style and grooming for men so you can look and feel your best at all times. If you enjoy those topics, please jump on over to the cool side of this graph and subscribe. It's totally free, and if you choose to not subscribe, that's cool too. But nonetheless, I hope this video is valuable for you. Now, if you are on your hair or beard growth journey, then pop on over to Facebook and join our group Mannered Mains and come and be a part of our family there. All right, let's get into the good stuff. Why you clicked on this video. How do you get rid of dark circles in and around the eyes? So for this video, we're going to be reviewing a 2016 paper from the Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology titled Periorbital Hyperpigmentation, a comprehensive review. Periorbital hyperpigmentation is basically the scientific term for dark circles or the appearance of dark circles under your eyes. Basically, to summarize this paper, there are three main causes of dark circles. Number one is shadowing. Number two is a vascular cause. And number three is the actual hyperpigmentation itself. And then you can also have combinations of these. So you can have shadow and vascular, or you can have shadowing and hyperpigmentation, or you can have vascular hyperpigmentation, etc., etc. So we're just gonna look at the three main causes and what you can do to fix them, because if you know how to fix each one, then you can also fix the combination of them as well. So let's start with shadowing. So shadowing basically gives the perception of discoloration, right? This is more of a structural issue under the eyes that give the same appearance of dark circles. And this is easiest to see when there's like an overhead lighting above your head, when like you're in the bathroom or something. And the main cause of this is called tear trough depression. So the tear trough is basically the area where the bottom of your eyelid meets the top of your cheekbone. And it's basically when a dark crease forms below your actual eye bags, but above your cheekbone. And this happens when the periorbital fat under the eyes decrease, and this leads to looser skin, which creates that crease and gives that shadow. So what causes this? Well, it can happen naturally when we age. Genetics play a role in how extreme it is. There's actually a chart that I can pull up that shows like the different extremes, like level 1, 2, and 3 of tear trough depression. So this is not your under eyes changing color. This is more of a structural issue in the tear trough. So what can you do to combat this? So the best and most effective solution is to actually go and get them filled at a dermatologist's office. It's called tear trough fillers, and they take a syringe and they inject hyaluronic acid into the tear trough, and this fills that space where the fat loss occurs. This can last from 6 months to up to a year. But the issue with this is that it can get kind of pricey, right? It can run anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, and insurance companies most likely will not cover it because it's a cosmetic procedure, not a medical one. For my guys who can't or don't want to get that filler, this is where today's paid sponsor Strix actually comes in. So Strix makes skin products for men designed specifically to fight and cover imperfections. For example, their eye energizing tool is my go-to to fight tear trough depression. Now, it's not going to cure it, but it will help reduce the creases by tightening and promoting skin elasticity, because the number one ingredient after water is hyaluronic acid, which is the same ingredient that dermatologists would take a hyaluronic acid gel to inject to fill that area. So hyaluronic acid is unique in the way that it doesn't only help moisturize, but it sort of works like a glue, right? It holds everything in your skin together. It also helps tighten and strengthen the elasticity of your skin. So a 2018 study in the International Journal of Biological Macromolecules stated, and I quote here, hyaluronic acid exhibits remarkable anti-wrinkle, anti-aging, space filling, and face rejuvenating properties. This has been achieved via soft tissue augmentation, improved skin hydration, collagen and elastin stimulation, and face volume restoration. So HA, which is hyaluronic acid alone or in combination with other co-agents, showed promising efficacy in skin tightness and elasticity, face rejuvenation, improving aesthetic scores, reducing wrinkle scars, skin longevity, and tear trough rejuvenation. So in my opinion, their energizing eye tool is the next best thing for fighting those tear trough depression shadows and creases that you get instead of getting those injections. So the best part is that Strix puts hyaluronic acid as the #1 ingredient after water in their energizing eye tool. They also have 2 polypeptides, which if you watch my video on anti-aging tips, you'll see that peptides are amazing cell regulators which promote new collagen production. And they also put plankton and algae extracts in high percentages as well. Now, I actually didn't know this and I had to look it up, but sure enough, I found a 2018 paper from the Marine Drugs peer-reviewed journal that showed, and again, I'm quoting, so marine carbohydrates, which is algae, have been shown to have promising bioactive biomaterials for basically benefiting the skin, including antioxidants, anti-melanogenic, and skin anti-aging properties. So this eye tool is stacked with tightening and depigmenting agents. And then finally, if the skin treatments are taking longer than you'd like to see results from, because skincare is a long-term play and it's not an immediate fix, then my next go-to product from Strix is their concealer tool, right? It comes in 3 different skin tones and I use it to basically cover up pimples, shaving nicks, discolorations on my face, like dark circles. And it's so easy that you just dab it on the spot where you want to cover and then you just blend it with your finger, right? So while the eye tool does its magic, over the long term, you can conceal any discoloration immediately with their concealer tool. So I'm gonna link to Strix in the description. Please use code TRAV, T-R-A-V, for 15% off site-wide. The next structural issue is puffy bags under the eyes. So this is called edema, or basically fluid that swells under the eyes mainly from lack of sleep. So the best thing that you can do to fight this is obviously try to get a full night's rest. But if you can't do that for some reason, then topical caffeine and cold presses are your go-to. So a good at-home hack is to get 2 tea bags and brew tea as you naturally would. And then once the bags cool down a little, you take them both and you cover your eyes for 15 minutes. And while you're doing that, put a spoon in the freezer. And once you take the bags off, take the cold spoon out, press it up against the puffs for about 30 seconds. So the cold is gonna help reduce the swelling and the caffeine is going to work as a vasoconstrictor to sort of tighten that skin back up. So let's move to the second cause of dark circles, which is the vascular cause. So this is when you have basically really thin eyelid skin and it shows the underlying structures like veins or the muscles behind your thin eyelids. So your skin isn't technically discolored from hyperpigmentation, but it's showing the discoloration from the visible underlying structures you see through your thin eyelids. So you might see dark blood vessels or dark musculature, and it creates this reddish brownish color that shows more shadowing. So again, caffeine can help here. It really helps constrict the blood vessels. So using the tea bag method again, or you can use a caffeine-based eye cream. But in addition to reducing the size of the veins, you also want to thicken the eyelid skin to solve the problem. So this is where the holy grails of skincare comes in, and that is retinoids. So retinoids are a vitamin A derivative that are basically the gold standard in anti-aging and boosting collagen and thickening your skin. So they go by several names, but the main ones you will see are retinol, retinaldehyde, and tretinoin. Tretinoin is also referred to as retinoic acid. So retinoic acid is going to be the active ingredient that your skin uses to work its anti-aging magic, right? So for your skin to use a retinoid effectively, it has to convert it to retinoic acid first. So retinol has to be converted twice. It has to be converted to retinaldehyde, and then retinaldehyde converts to tretinoin. And that's the active ingredient your skin uses. So the most effective thing you can do is basically just directly apply tretinoin. But the reason that some people don't do that is that it can actually cause a little bit of irritation, or basically take a while for your skin to get used to, especially if you have sensitive skin on your face. When you use retinol creams, the effectiveness slightly decreases because it has to go through those 2 conversion processes, but it's way less irritating on your skin. So this doesn't mean that one is worse than the other. It just means that it has to convert from retinoids to tretinoin if you use a retinoid product. So I actually apply tretinoin directly to my skin. I got it directly from a dermatologist, and I started with a 0.01% topical solution to get my skin used to directly applying retinoic acid. And now it's been months, I've worked my way up to a 0.05% solution, which I believe is the highest prescription strength you can get. You can also get amazing retinol products from Amazon or from the drugstore. I will leave links in the description to some really good over-the-counter retinol creams. I know CeraVe makes them. I know The Ordinary makes them. So I'll link to those in the description. This is going to help thicken your under eye bags, right? And you definitely want to apply the cream up to the lash line at least once a day. And this will really help thicken your skin. It will help boost collagen and it will help fight acne as well. So finally, we have actual dark circles. Now, this is not one of the structural issues from before. This is a melanin production issue called hyperpigmentation. And this is most commonly, you'll see a purplish tint, and it's often genetic or lifestyle based, which does make it harder to treat. It can, dehydration can cause it, binge drinking can cause it, lack of sleep, but common causes of discoloration could be from allergies, from your environment, or inflammation from something that you applied to your face, because your face has different sensitivities to the rest of your body skin, right? So if you apply something to your body and you don't break out, then apply it to your face and you do, it's because your face has a different sensitivity. And even parts of your face can have different sensitivities, like your cheeks and your forehead could not react, but then your eyes do get inflamed. So that can be a cause of it. Next, we have UV damage. So UV, excessive sun exposure, can cause hyperpigmentation in the melanocytes under your eyes. It can cause them to change color. So the solution to hyperpigmentation is going to be depigmenting creams. So you'll want a cream that of course has retinoids in it, but going back to that paper from the beginning, some other great options are kojic acid, niacinamide, vitamin C, tranexamic acid, azelaic acid, and arbutin. And I will leave links in the description to creams and products that are best for depigmenting and can help fight that specific issue. But again, the immediate fix, if you don't want to play the long term, is to conceal it. And again, that's where the Strix concealer tool comes in. It has been my go-to for purplish reddish tints under my eyes, and it does help quite a bit. And they also have a tinted moisturizer that you can apply after cleansing your face, which helps balance out the skin tone and cover any splotches or red marks or anything. Again, link in the description to Strix, code TRAV for 15% off. But the main thing to remember here is that you can have one of these issues or you can have a combination of them. And there isn't one main cause of dark circles, so you're going to need to take a multivariate approach to solve this issue. So I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. Again, check out Strix in the description for a quick fix, as well as a long-term skincare routine with their eye tool. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Reducing wrinkle scars. Man, this is a long sentence. Let me reread that. Anti-melanogen, have been suggested as a promising bioactive. Oh my gosh, I'm like struggling to read now. Anti-melanogenic. What the hell? Can I not say this word? You know what? I'm just gonna wait. Here's another word I can't fucking say. Oh my God.